Our article discussed the traditional water supply system of the Lake of the Water region and their modern situation, cases of Mizab Valley, Algeria, and Miyakojima Island, Japan. The historical development of water supply system of portable and irrigation water gathering is traditional for the Lake of the Water region and the world. The diversity of such systems can be observed in the Middle East and the Asiatic culture. Some of them are still in use or partly in use now. The studied cases of the work are traditional distribution system of the rainwater in the deserted Mizab Valley, Algeria, and the tropical Miyakojima Island, Japan. The research is aiming to precise the modern situation of the traditional water supply system, estimating the possible ways for their sustainable development and revitalization. The water supply system of the Mizab is a complex hydraulical system which exists since the 13th circle and still used until nowadays. It's based on the principle of total utilization of torrent water and in the equitable division of this water over the entire oasis. Here we can see two types of irrigation system working in the oasis of Gardaya, during the ordinary day and during the flood day. During the ordinary day, the irrigation is done through wells, khotara, excavated along the Mizab Valley and the oasis, then stored in the basins. Then the extracted water is distributed by the streams follow Sagia toward the palm orchard. During the flood day, from the valley toward distribution point, Tassenbeth, entering the underground gallery tunnels occupied with ventilation shafts. The water reached the oasis and then through the channel that are serving lake bed of human circulation in the ordinary time and become water transporter during the flood time. Here is a picture of Tassenbeth, and here is a picture of the shallow canals during the ordinary day and during the flood day. The water enters the palm orchard through the kuwa, which is a small opening located in the wall of the orchard. Inside the palm grove, the distribution of water promoted by earthen network of Sagia, which has a different dimensions. When the palms are flooded, the surplus water flow through opening in the walls, then directed automatically to the various dams, which is turned to feed the layer of groundwater for later use by irrigation wells. And the excess of the water is automatically directed into the streams of the valley. Local people now beginning to understand its cultural signification, aiming to popularize it. As for now, the traditional water supply system considering also as a tourist attraction. The local people volunteers organize tourists inside the oasis. The creator of this water supply system are local waste people gathered from ancient time to traditional community named Al-Umana. They also currently sit in a regular maintenance work for the Fogara. Some of the Mizab Valley water regulation, which called customs, respecting all the water streams, valley, reefs, wells, and others, respecting the width of the Mizab Valley, where it must to be 20 meters and 10 meters on the both sides, and it's not possible to construct any building there. Not to make any change to the water transporting system, no one is allowed to open the barrier, dams, and canal except of the trusted the Omana. All the maintenance work must be under the supervision of the Omana.
Now we will speak about another case of very original traditional water supply system developed at Miyakojima Islands of Okinawa archipelago in Japan. It is not arid but tropical region with good quantity of rains. The problem is that there are almost no rivers in combination with the special geological structure of Miyakojima. Due to very porous Ryukyu limestone forming the island, you can see it here, the most of rainwater penetrates and gathers underground. Therefore, there are almost no surface potable water there. From ancient times, the people of Miyakojima obtained potable water from the bottom of naturally created caves called uriga. The network of uriga water caves is covering all entire island. Here you can see two traditional uriga caves of central Miyakojima, Butoraga and Muyekaga. Usually such caves are up to 20-meter deep, accessing with long down steps. The sources have also sacral functions serving as utaki, the sanctuaries of local gods. At Muyekaga example, you can see also sacral place marker, Torii Gate there. Some uriga are very interesting examples of integration with stonework architecture, as you can see at Yamatoga Cave that served from the 17th century as a special privileged water source for local aristocrats and warriors. From the second half of 20th century, Miyakojima had developed modern water supply construction, including huge underground reservoirs and dams. This point finally led to the completely stop of natural cave sources using for daily life water supply, but they still are used as sacral places. Local authorities also tried some revitalization methods, fulfilling local uriga recovery projects and establishing the information desks near the sources. Compared to Mzap, Fogara, and Miyakojima uriga cases, we can see some similar and different features as well. The both water supply system are products of local geographic situation, climate, and culture with nearly the same age of formation at medieval times. Fogara of Mzap is similar with other Middle East systems formed at the same circumstances. Uriga is an original cultural phenomenon resulting from Miyakojima Island non-ordinary geology. Mzap Valley system is much more elaborated, but some Miyakojima sources are integrated with interesting stonework. The current situation on Mzap Fogara, you can see it here, and Miyakojima uriga systems here also is quite different. Fogara is still fully used as traditional way as water supply and flood preserving functions. The touristic and educational functions of Fogara are in development stage. As a result, the preserving of historical water system in Mzap is excellent in all meanings. Miyakojima uriga completely lost its initial function and as a source of potable water and preserving only its ancient sacral function, not fully also. Touristic and educational functions are aiming to develop, but not too successfully. Uriga places seem to be in decline and partly abandoned. As a conclusion, we can say that the situation with preserving and revitalization of historic water supply system at some areas supposed to be directly connected with the surviving of local natural environment, customs, and traditional way of living of the area. In other words, only in the case of all these three aspects present, if you can see as Mzap case, but not in Miyakojima case, the historical water supply system can remain in use. Therefore, for the sustainability and revitalization of such system, now it is not enough to preserve the initial function, but also need to develop the potential of touristic attraction with reservation as cultural property and objects of human civilization history. Thank you for your attention.